Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to be exploring a massive structural shift happening right now in the digital landscape. I'm talking about the evolution of data sovereignty and decentralized infrastructures. If you've been keeping an eye on where the internet is heading, you know the demand for true, absolute user ownership is literally at an all-time high. So today, we're mapping out exactly how that ownership is making the massive leap from our desktop computers straight into the palms of our hands. Let's get right into it. Think about this for a second. Do you truly own your digital identity? Or are you tethered to a centralized web that tracks your every single move? For decades now, we've kind of just accepted this version of the internet where centralized gatekeepers hold all the keys to our data. But what if the infrastructure itself was completely redesigned from the ground up so that you are the sole owner of your information? Well, that is the exact problem the technology we're breaking down today is going to solve. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. First, welcome to Web4 Bridge. Second, the leap to mobile. Third, zero trust security on mobile. Fourth, navigating with LNS. And finally, number 5, a sovereign future. Starting off with Section 1, welcome to Web4 Bridge, the foundation of the sovereign web. So before we untether everything and go mobile, we have to understand the foundation. The Web4 Bridge isn't just another web browser you download. It's actually a specialized light browser application that acts as a system-level protocol handler. Basically, think of it as the ultimate translator. It perfectly bridges the gap between the legacy internet we're all used to and the emerging Web4 peer-to-peer ecosystem. It is your primary gateway to the decentralized Web4 protocol and the Linkspreed Name Service, giving you a direct, seamless entry point into a web that actually prioritizes your ownership. To put that into perspective, picture this. On one side, we have legacy big tech browsers. You know the ones. They're bloated with centralized DNS servers that process and track your every click. Now, on the other side, we have the Web4 Bridge Lite browser. By operating on the decentralized Web4 protocol and using the incredibly lightweight Tori framework, it strips away all of that bloat. You still get all the essential features you expect, right? Things like tabbed browsing, integrated Linkspreed search, and a built-in password manager. But you get them without the heavy centralization slowing you down or monetizing your habits. It is a complete architectural game changer. Moving right along to Section 2, the leap to mobile, the catalyst for ubiquity. There's a quote here that really hits the nail on the head. For a decentralized web to truly compete with the current internet, it must be accessible wherever the user is. Because, let's face it, true data sovereignty cannot be chained to a desk in your home office. It has to go wherever you go. The transition to mobile isn't just about making things a little bit more convenient. It's absolutely crucial for achieving true ubiquity. So how does this actually function practically on a smartphone? First up is native protocol handling. Just like on a desktop, the mobile Web4 Bridge registers the Web4 protocol directly at the operating system level. So if you tap a secure link in a text message, it seamlessly opens the bridge to resolve the address without a single hitch. Then we have Deep W4 phone integration. This is optimized specifically for Windows Gen 1 and Gen 2 devices, which act as the native hardware backbone for the entire Web4 movement. And perhaps the most mind-blowing part is the cross-device continuity, using your Universal Integrated Identity, or UIUID. Think of your UID like a cryptographic digital passport that only you hold the key to. It securely syncs your bookmarks, your search history, and your identity across all your devices, and it does it all without a centralized middleman server storing your profile. No way they can track you if they don't hold the data, right? Let's look at Section 3, Zero Trust Security on Mobile, the engine under the hood. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how brilliantly these heavy technical specifications translate into massive everyday benefits for us as users. For identity management, instead of relying on easily hackable passwords, it uses .uiid files, or OIDC, for completely passwordless cryptographic logins. For traffic privacy, it natively integrates with Vivon Link VPN and utilizes local proxying. This is absolutely huge when you realize a typical internet service provider logs thousands of your data points every single day. This setup effectively blinds them, preventing your ISP from tracking your movements entirely. And finally, performance. To keep your phone's battery from draining to zero in an hour while connected to a decentralized network, it uses a minimal background daemon, so you stay connected to the nodes, but your battery life is totally preserved. And if you're wondering how they pull off all this efficiency on a mobile device without melting the processor, it comes down to Rust and Tari. Leveraging the incredible computing power and memory safety of Rust, alongside the lightweight efficiency of Tari, is exactly what allows this complex, zero-trust architecture to run flawlessly on a standard smartphone. All right, Section 4, Navigating with LNS, a new way to navigate on the go. On a small mobile screen, simplicity is definitely king. With LNS, those long, convoluted web addresses are replaced with clean, concise URLs, something like web4/news.lksd. The Linkspreed Name Service provides a completely flat hierarchy naming system with free top-level domains like .sth or .lksd. By doing this, it completely yanks control away from legacy centralized registrars and puts the power of internet navigation right back into a peer-to-peer structure. So here is what happens behind the scenes when you tap one of those simple links. It's a really elegant four-step process. First, you request the short LNS address. Immediately, your mobile bridge steps up as a local resolver. It then queries the decentralized LNS ledger to instantly locate the content. Finally, that content is securely displayed for you through an encrypted tunnel. So even though this entire engine running in the background is fully decentralized, your user experience feels just as fast and smooth as the traditional mobile web, except you have total privacy built into literally every step. Which brings us to our final section, Section 5, a sovereign future, the pocket revolution. This right here is the final piece of the puzzle, guys. Combining the untethered nature of the Web4 protocol and the Linkspreed Name Service with the sheer everyday portability of a smartphone crosses a major threshold. It's what finally empowers users to carry their digital freedom with them natively everywhere they go. Because at the end of the day, as it says here, a gateway for everyone to reclaim their digital identity one mobile search at a time. The Web4 Bridge isn't just some obscure, clunky tool reserved for hardcore tech developers. It is a highly practical, user-friendly gateway for absolutely everyone. It's a revolution built for everyday life. The infrastructure is built, the technology is proven, and the shift to mobile is already here. So the only question left for us is, are you ready to step into a sovereign web and put the future of the internet securely in your pocket? Something to really think about. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this fascinating technology today. Keep questioning the status quo, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.